Hi, Coopaloop 1802 here, and if you watched my last video, you know that this video is going to be about my passion, and that is firearms. Specifically, I'm kind of doing a farewell to a firearm that I purchased a couple years ago, this gun. Alright, so it is empty, clear chamber. This is my ATI 1911 Commander's Length. And as you know, I posted a video kind of outlining, yes, I don't exactly hate 1911s, but I wouldn't carry one. And that's the reason I'm getting rid of this gun, is because I'm not carrying it, I'm not using it for anything. I don't think I even have any 45 ACP laying around the house. And the crazy thing is I have 40 laying around the house, and I don't even shoot the gun that shoots 40. I basically shoot 9mm. It's what I can afford to shoot. You can find it everywhere. And yeah, so I'm getting rid of this gun. And I'm not just going to, leave an empty space in the old gun safe. This is actually going to be part of a trade. I'm going to be replacing it with something, and there's going to be a whole nother video about that. And a video of why I'm getting that particular gun, pluses, minuses, and so on and so forth. But just kind of wanted to play around with it just a little bit on video, just to have a little bit of fun. Got a couple mags for it. This one is the one that came with it. This one is one a buddy of mine gave to me. Pro Mag is the brand. This one, there's no brand on it that I can see. Oh, I take that back. ACT Mag. This ACT Mag one, or ACT Mag, made in Italy apparently. Yeah, not a huge fan of that one. That one will run a ball ammo all day long. The Pro Mag is what I needed to run any sort of hollow points though. Otherwise it would catch, like this has a feed ramp, but it would catch on that feed ramp. Not real sure why, but with the Pro Mag ran 100% with hollow points. But yeah, I carried this gun for about a year, and I carried it in this holster right here. This is a Bianchi model 135 for the Colt 1911. For what it is, it does a great job. I got it for a couple of reasons. Number one, it has this mesh backing. It was real nice. I live in Georgia, and it gets hot and humid and pretty much miserable to wear clothing in the summer, and much less having 2 pounds of steel on your hip. So it wicked away sweat pretty well. And then it had these clips right here, and I wasn't crazy about these clips because even though it has this hole right here, you still have to thread your belt through. But what I did like about it is how far they were apart, and that kind of spread the weight along my belt. And with a heavy gun like that, you kind of got to do that. Like I said, I carried it successfully. I carried it up to Tennessee to visit a buddy of mine that I deployed with, and he didn't even know I had a gun on me. Like he's a gun guy, and we talked guns, and I showed him what I was carrying and whatnot, and he was like, "Whoa, they're carrying a horse pistol there," and yeah, I mean it concealed pretty well. It just wasn't comfortable, and the thing is, if you're not comfortable carrying, you're not going to carry the gun. Let's just be honest. That's why I'm basically carrying a pocket gun everywhere I go for the most part. Now today, I'll show you what I'm carrying today. Carrying the Ruger. Yeah, using the inside the waistband holster, outside the waistband, but it worked for today. Because it was just chilly enough for me to be able to wear a big jacket. But yeah, so this is kind of the goodbye to the ATI 1911. Can't say I'm gonna miss it. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, but I tried 1911s, didn't care for it. It's not for me. I get it. Get the reason why. We've already talked about it. That single action trigger that people can't seem to get enough of. but I really think with enough training you can learn to hit with almost any type of trigger. Now there are triggers that I struggle with. I struggle with the Smith & Wesson M&P triggers. I'm not real good with those. I can hit a torso at 10-15 yards, probably back to 20-25, but I'm not doing any precision work with those because I guess I just need to practice my fundamentals. I'll be working on that. But that is one reason why I'm not going to buy an M&P. I just know that I don't hit well with it. And if somebody's like, I can only hit with a 1911, I get it. Carry what you want. But as for me, yeah, I can hit with this, but I can carry a gun that weighs half the weight or 3/4 the weight with more rounds and do just fine. But that being said, goodbye. Well, goodbye in a couple of weeks whenever the deal goes through. And I look forward to showing what I traded for, and I think you guys are going to be pretty impressed. I think it's a pretty good deal. Let's just say I'm trading this plus 150 bucks, and you'll find out what it's going to be. But that being said, carry a gun. I don't care if it's a 1911 or not. Buy a holster from me to carry it with, and everything will be copacetic. See you next week.